Alright. Let's sort things out, shall we?
We move this into positions. Okay. Should be okay now. Good. Right. Is my stream chat? Oh no, it's good. Yay! Oh, yeah. Don't need my stream labs chat bot. Or do I? Maybe I should just set up as for like slapping bad actors. Possibly. Alright, cool. Should be fine. Alright. I was actually playing a bit of other games earlier today. Playing a bit of Space Engineers, actually. Not really thinking I want to stream that for the time being, just because I know what that game is like and it can cause some serious issues. Right. Okay, overwrite that one. Oh! Hey look! It's a good idea if I do this. Copy that. Bloop. Pop open Twitter, bung that in. I'm gonna do me hashtags underneath it and go do hashtag Skyrim. SE, hashtag Skyrim. Mods. Sick. I do wonder whether those hashtags actually do work. I hope they do. Would be really useful if it did. What's on there? Oh, okay. What do we got? So we've got all-in-one and installer alternative. Oh, X4, thank you very much for the follow. Was that a follow or a subscribe? I can't tell. It was one of the two, so thank you. Oh, shit, go away. And Bodies of Skyrim Special Edition has also had updates. Interesting. Cool. I hate this new setup for Nexus though. It's really stupid. Oh, I should. Yeah, let's do that. Site preferences. Content blocking. Adult blur. Do that. Because of course we're back on YouTube. Oh. Finish off my healthy snack from earlier. Always impresses me with Skyrim. You actually get a pretty decent mix of like lore friendly, non-lore friendly, and maybe a couple of meme like screenshots and that kind of stuff. Meme mods, like, for an example, plastic chairs. Not so much. You don't really get those, at least not at the moment. Hang on. Let's do that. Oh, which one way around is it? I might actually need to... Note to self, don't look directly into light. Yeah, I might need to clean the filter that's on that light. Because if I took off the filter, it would be like that. It's really effing bright and not the right colour. I do actually end up using that one a lot as a kind of just a background light. So there's a bit of extra like ambient light in the room, but not much else. Alright, cool. Resident DVVO merge. There we go. Alright. Let's hope that it doesn't decide to immediately CTD my game like it did yesterday, which made me think, oh god, is my drive failing? I don't know why I think things like that, but I do. Funny actually, I do use Wavelength's built-in audio system. Just so that it's not like too absurdly loud when it comes to like music and that kind of stuff. I do need to do some of what I've done in the past, which are basically just test recordings to make sure that the audio levels aren't too terrible. So I'm playing around with some ideas recently. I want to set up maybe another character, maybe not sure. I have a couple that I want to just get on with. Which means that I will probably end up getting rid of a couple of my new characters and test characters and that kind of stuff. I think I'm just going to say that any new characters that I make that are like I talk about on stream are probably going to be test characters until I come up with a good reason to play one. Because otherwise it's just like, what's the point? Because otherwise I'm making like hundreds of new characters and then there's no point in doing that. Tell you what, I'm going to update my title. Once Skyrim loads, well. There we go. Oh. No, you're not allowed to stop streaming. There we go. Oh, Let me just drag this off here. Good idea to have it open in the background. Just to make sure that it's actually showing up. Yep, it exists. Beautiful. Yes, I was doing screenshotting and stuff. That's freaking weird. Alright, let's try this. If I just do that. That's better. Gotta love Co-op Mana though. Such a cool mod. God, you're an idiot. I had to disable the goddamn cart just because it was. Gods are weird. It's just how they work, apparently. Bancho? Nah, it's no point. Alright, let's go up to the safe house, drop this outfit off, and then we can carry on with the Dark Brotherhood stuff on this character. I might have to go and talk to Orion or something like that, just to make sure that the Dragonborn voiceover mod is actually still working. Oh, wrong one. Equip all my normal gear. Swap over to this one. So basically I've technically got two jewelry sets for this character. One that's for magic and magey stuff, and the other is for sneaky stuff. So Ring of Surroundings, Talk, and the Tiara are all for sneaky / archery. I kind of blend the two when it comes to this character because that's always how she was in the past, and I kind of wanted to just copy that again. So yeah, for those wondering, yes, this is a rebuild of a previous character that I made several years ago. I can't remember exactly how long ago, I think I said in the past stream. I want to say it's 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I think I'm right on that one. Need to get my alchemy up at some point. I used to do a lot of alchemy on this character because poisons can be disgustingly strong with Ordinator. One day I'm going to get rid of that skeleton. I just haven't yet. Oh yeah, Astra's immortal. For fuck's sake. Bugger it. Let's go down to Riften and go and beat up some idiots around there, and then when daylight comes, we fly over to Falkreath. And yes, I mean fly because I'm using back travel, which is an old Skyrim LE mod, but it's basically just an ESP change. Well, the entire mod is within like an ESP, so it runs absolutely fine even on SE, and I'm pretty sure it should work fine with AE as well, which is kind of sick, I must admit. Okay, let's do this. Kill Panda Leader Rift. Find Rumlin's Shank. I can probably get a reward and over. Yeah, that'd probably be the easiest. Where is it? Jeff for time. Maybe I need to get myself back down to those being only for stream nights instead of having them like every day. I'm a bit addicted to them. Close. Oh yeah, Rift Watchtower. There. Cool. Brain is working, mostly. What is it with these bloody NPCs and constantly talking over each other? How rude. I'll just drop you down, ogre. Thank you. Cool. That's fine. Rest of it's pretty crap. There we go. Orcish bow. Kind of glad that I decided to swap to that mod. I never liked the look of the vanilla bows. I always thought that like kind of weird. So this is... Can't remember the name of the mod, but it's a bow replacer. Very nice looking one too. Personal preference. Oh. Yeah, there's one of the mods I'm using adds in like tree clusters. Ah, trees are failing. There you go. And they can get in the way a little bit occasionally. Like the bounty. No, let's do Harrow's Gale if we can find it. Sorry about this, chat. Folks, I'm just gonna quickly... Oh good, it is there. Just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure that the sound was actually working for the game. It would be embarrassing if it wasn't. Oh. Alright. Okay, that does looks broken. So I can focus on the chamois. Now the warlord. Oh shit. Here we go. Come on, you broken Derzog, wake up. Why are there two of you stuck in that corner? Oh. Tell you what, I am very glad that I disabled the bleed system for archery gameplay overall. Otherwise, I would be literally bleeding out right now. Now, in order to make it fair, I disabled it for both myself and the NPCs. I'm starting to wonder whether or not that was a good idea. Because I'd much prefer it if it was fair for me, but not for them. Holy shit. And bow the hunt. Cool. Taking that. I do actually have an idea to run a arrow overhaul mod at some point. That might be fun. Make it so that you can't penetrate specific armor types like plate armors. And at some point, I'm not sure exactly when, I want to get back into playing around with Unreal Engine and maybe actually developing something that might become a game in the future. Because I've always had an interest in how games work. I mean, why the hell do you think I mod games? A lot. I mean, I have a lot of hours in Skyrim, and not all of them are just testing. Sorry, not all of them are gameplay. A large chunk of them are testing things. But yeah, that might be something that I'd try out in the future. But for the time being, I'm still quite happy with modding and tweaking Skyrim to the point of almost insanity. What I want to do, though, is I have this idea to restart a character. And I've already sort of started it. And this is my Warlock character. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to use the Alice or Malice preset that I made on my idea to reboot the character. So, well, the next step for her is to get her into Skyrim. So I kind of want to start gearing her up and I actually want to show you guys the College of Winterhold mod that I'm using, because it actually makes it really interesting. It adds in a bunch of extra lessons that you can either elect to do or ignore. Before you even get to Sarthal, which is really cool in my book. Oh. Alright. Getting a good 60 FPS in here. Nice. Right, okay. I think I might actually go and play Alice, the other character that I was just talking about.
Keep your scales on.
Wait a moment. I'm actually gonna hide this chat. I actually have a want to play a different character for the time being. That's why there's a lot of characters on here at the moment. Like, characters that I actually want to play through are currently the new character Alice and maybe Ariel? I'm not 100% sure yet. Alice might take over at some point. Not 100% sure though. $7:38 AM. I have a fire rune scroll. Cool. Got some Violet and Welkin stones. Those could come in very useful at some point. Oh yeah, let's get rid of all the extra rubbish that's in my bag that was from me testing outfit ideas. What's the problem? Of doing that. Get rid of that. Keep the alien ring. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Alright, I think that's actually most of it. I'm keeping all the coats from the Triumphal outfit because... Ooh, I actually need to lower... Actually, no, I'm gonna do that. Sorry, give me a few moments. Because I'm going to try quickly do something which I think will be good, at least for this character. May not be a bad idea if I make a backup of the ESP for that mod though. copy that, paste it in there. There you go. So one thing I am definitely going to start doing myself, and I think that all people should do, is if you're going to tweak the ESP for a mod, make sure you're using something like Mod Organizer, or do yourself a favor, copy the ESP into a folder. Really doesn't matter what you call the folder. I'm calling it ESP Backup. But seriously, back up your ESPs before you tweak them. Because you don't want something to just happen and it be like, oh shit, everything's not working anymore. Oh, another rumple one, we want that one. Right. So yeah, I had a bit of a weird issue with the Triumphal outfit. It's a really cool outfit, don't get me wrong. But the thing that I had a problem with was the colours just stopped working after I tweaked the NIF file. No idea why, it just did. So like the different colours, so the darker and the lighter coats didn't work at all. Alright, apply scripts. Gonna use this one, which is the EKAE converts to cloth. There's a ton of them actually that you can do. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the EKE convert to cloth. So we're going to hit OK. That will run through the entire mod. And it will adjust the settings. So instead of being armor, the outfit is now cloth. Now I'm doing this more for the fact that I want the coats to be cloth rather than armor, and I'm not planning on using the entire outfit. Even though it's a really pretty outfit, I really like it, I'm not planning on using everything from it. The way that I'm working is I'm going to have like a body that's armor, the gloves and the boots are going to be armor, but that's it. And then if I decide to do like an armor add-on piece or something like that, then yeah, that might be armor in its own right. Don't know yet. That's the thing. You never know. Especially if you're like me and you like to tweak things and modify things. It's just the way that I do things. I do need to have a look at the Inquisitor Warlock mod at some point, because I'm having some weird issues with it, which I wasn't having with the original. Where I can click several times and just launch a whole bunch of spells at someone, but then occasionally I get this issue where it goes back to the charge up mode from normal Skyrim and it stops working. It's really odd. There you go. So all these coats now weigh 1 pound instead of 2. And they have absolutely no armor. Now, I decided to do this because I wanted these to be all just aesthetic. So if I wanted to use a coat or the coat V2, I don't want an armor shift every time I swap outfits. Yeah, how many weeks have we got until Easter? I think it's like 2? I have to double check. I'm actually thinking when I go back to Baldur's Gate in the future, because you guys know that I'm going to. I'm actually kind of half tempted to make a Hexblade Warlock based on this character. Just because I think it'd be fun. I'm actually going to make that. No, I might make it a group 3 or 4. Yeah, let's make it a group 4. And put a spell in there instead. But for the time being, I'm just going to do Calm. Because this character is going to be much more of a mage than any sneak archer or whatever you like in comparison.
Hello. Why, my friend, surely the better question is, what don't I sell?
I don't
sell
have.
anything
There isn't a
and
Bruma
everything,
patch for
or
Valerie.
thereabouts.
Interesting.
How's business?
Business is always good for
Some
a
of the
general
lines
goods
work.
merchant like myself, since I don't rely on any particular thing to draw in sales. Take poor old Fatal, the butcher, for example. If someone doesn't want meat, he doesn't have a customer. But me, someone doesn't want meat, they want silverware. Don't want silverware? How about a potion? And so on and so on and so on.
What do you have for sale?
Let me know if anything catches your eye.
Alright. What do I have in the... Oh yeah, I've got an alien bow, which is really nice. Ditch my ancient Imperial gear. And these spare daggers. And these enchanted items I actually want to keep for the time being, because then I can... Actually, the staves I don't care about. The normal enchanted weapons I do care about. Ooh, that's nice and tempting. Okay, if I teleport to Skyrim, I have this thing where I like to make sure that I have, like, one of these teleportation scrolls on me all the time. Especially if I'm in Bruma, because then I can just go, you know what? I'm going to come back to Bruma in the future when I'm a bit higher level. And I'm going to go and start doing quests in Skyrim, for an example. So I'm thinking... Give me a second, folks. Just gonna have to go on the BRB screen. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to relog in my parents onto Netflix so they could watch something. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to go directly to Winterhold. I actually want to do some things on this character before I get to Winterhold. So I'm thinking we have to do Iverstead or Morthor. Let's do Morthor. Why not? I normally end up buying like all of them, but oh, I actually am really tempted. Fuck it. I'm grabbing both of them. Black paper, firewood, blah 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 blah. Alright, cool.
Until next time.
And I think I'm actually going to do that right now, though. The Ghost of Skyrim. Just simply because, as I said, I think this character is actually a bit low level for a Bruma. Well, there's this character in Riel, which is one of the Alien Ruins, who is basically a reskinned Dragon Priest. But he hits like a goddamn truck because he's level 50. And I did it at like level 5. I managed to get it through, but only by the skin of my teeth. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, it's the spell or scroll of passage mod is what I'm using for teleportation. It's actually really balanced, this mod. I like it. Even if you gave yourself all of the spells, you would only be able to use each of them once a day.
It's no use. Let's get back to it.
Which is cool as hell, in my opinion, because, you know... It's just nice to be able to get places without it taking forever, but in an immersive way. That's my personal thing. I like trying to keep things as immersive as possible. Let's try that.
Milk drinker.
Uh-huh.
Stop teasing me. Oh. Okay. Sorry.
Never seen two kids do that to each other. That's kind of... Oh. Oh yeah, this sword is a bit weird. I try and refill it with any soul gems, and it takes forever. Like, even grand soul gems. It's a cool weapon, but I do feel like it needs a little bit of tweaking. So what I'm going to do... is give myself what is basically a fresh version. Oops. And it's not going to show up, fine. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some tweaking with that one. Because don't get me wrong, as I say, it's a really cool mod. Like, it's got its own... It's a sword with its own moveset. Which is really powerful.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath. I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace.
Why would anyone accuse you of that?
The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Tell you what. Cast silence. Yeah, let's go for that. Creatures and people are cursed for 30 seconds. Their armor is reduced by 150 points. Holy hell, yes please. Lightning bolt? Maybe. I don't really want to waste my money for the time being.
Till next time.
I mean, don't get me wrong, getting spells is not a waste of money at all, but it is a big old money hog, and I really don't want all of my money to just disappear in a second. Okay. might even... Ooh. Maybe I'd do that at some point. I might consider making the Abyssal Blade, the sword that I just refreshed. Also known as gave myself a new one. Fine, I know. I might do a version in the MCM, in the ESP, that doesn't have any enchantments whatsoever. So I can add my own enchantment and retain the moveset. Ooh, that's a thought. Let's go and find a missive board. Level S of Solitude. Clear out the Brew Cavern. Okay. Oh. Oh, here we go. Let's do that one magic. The timing. And I'll work on my summoning techniques in a bit. So we got Curse the Silent, Distraction, Frailty, Pale Shadow. A bunch of other spells. Bone Spirit. Why do I always have Lothstung overwork? Oh yeah, Lust Mode mod. Of course. Forgot about that. It's a mod that I've had over so damn long, it's ridiculous. Probably because it's a cool looking vampire outfit. And most of my characters tend to end up being vampires. Because if I'm gonna be brutally honest, they're really powerful, so why not? Alright. Cool. I actually want to know. That's weird. Shit. Kept pressing the wrong button. Interesting. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, thank God. I'm actually in Skyrim. Right, actually... This is a modding day. Might as well. Nice. The patch for Remiel. Very nice. Very cool. Abyssal Blade, here we go. And what's the art? Fine. Oh, Shinobi effects as well? It's version 1. Alright, additional attacks. The Last King drops SPID. The Last King? Additional attacks optionally. Five Nights of Glenmorrow, Beyond Reach. Oh, right! Oh, cool. Such a sick looking sword. There's two versions. There's this one with the single edge katana style blade, and the straight blade one that I'm using on my character. It's really cool. God love it. Doesn't tell you where to pick it up, so that doesn't overly surprise me. Right, okay. There's been no updates to it, no nothing. Which is fine. It's called Shadowy Sword. Why? Slate none. Shadowy Sword, here we go. Bloody hell, I've done a ton of pings today. Well, it's funny, one of the VTubers I watch, well, bearing in mind this is like the only VTuber I watch, I get like 3 or 4 notifications from them every day. At least. And I'm just like, do I really need that many notifications? Copy's overwrite, yes. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Copy his new record. Here we go. Into here. Okay. And 4. The only differences with these two is this. I am going to remove the enchantment from both of them. There we go. No enchantments. Oh yeah, it's got a long description. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say Primordial Evil, but dormant. Oh yeah, you can do this. So yeah, now these versions now have no enchantment and a renamed description. Oh, and I forgot. Dormant Bezel Sword. And then this one is going to be Dormant Bezel Blade. Done saving. Great. Now, if I remember correctly, this should just drop in as an item and I don't have to worry about it. But here's the thing. When it comes to modding, that it's never quite that simple. It can be. It can be incredibly simple. But it can also be a real pain in the ass. And you really don't know which it's going to be until it crops up. It's like one of the things I want to learn how to do with Unreal Engine is I want to learn how to make like rocket propelled grenades and that kind of stuff, like shooter games. Because I have an idea. If I can find hopefully a either cheap or free, preferably free, but you know, bolter resource, so 40k bolter resource, I'd love to add that to a game and actually have it firing proper rockets, because I think that'd be really cool. So basically I'd take like the rocket propelled grenade missile or rocket, whichever you prefer, and shrink it down to like the 75 cal slug, which is probably only going to be, which is about that round, like kind of that long, kind of almost about the same size as like a shotgun shell. And yeah, I kind of want to build a gun that shoots rockets because I think it'd be fun, honestly. I'm a simple person. I like things like that. It's fun. All right. Now we do Shadowy Sword. Hey, look. It worked. Hey, hey. A primordial evil, but dormant. You guys can't see that because my mug is in the way. God damn it. You know what? I might actually have to do what I've done in the past. Where I have like two versions, so one over on this side, one on the other side. That would be nice, but unfortunately I do not have that. Oh yeah. Shadowy swords. I want the Abyssal Sword. So that I can get rid of that one and I can make that one. There we go. Still makes all of its effects and all that stuff. But it's a standard sword. Oh, shit. Okay. Another letter. Let's go and talk to Jorgen. Hopefully.
Unless it's about the mill. I don't have time to talk. Too much to do.
I'm here for the delivery job you posted.
Of course.
Cool. By the 24th. Oh, it's a few days. That's fine. Beautiful. So yeah, it's just simply making an unenchanted version, so it's still a powerful sword, but it's just you can actually enchant it yourself and do your own thing with it. That's my thing. That's what I want to do with it. Lol. Oh. So the basics of what I want to do with this character is I actually want to do... I kind of want to give her like two versions almost. I want to have like a good girl and a good character and a bad character, almost. Like one that goes kind of more the route of a battle mage than anything else, and just becomes an absolute tank and pretty damn ridiculous at surviving almost anything. Or at least that's my hope. That's why I'm playing a Breton instead of like a high elf or something like that. I kind of want to make her a bit tankier. Because I can increase her damage output by, you know, enchanting gear. But I also like the ability to possibly make her into a warlock. That was kind of cool, that. I might end up removing AGO at some point in favor of like one of these new MCO movesets. Of course, they do look cool, but I just don't like the fact that they're based on like Asian MMOs where it's kind of ridiculous. You end up like shooting like 10 shots in very, very rapid succession, and I'm just thinking, well, if that's fully enchanted to the point where it's like what it could be, that is going to be disgustingly powerful. Ah, no. Oh, of course I don't have any absorb health abilities now. That's not good. Oh boy. Okay, I think I'll be alright this time. Alright, go down, stupid spider. I might even go for an old build that I have gone for a couple of times called the Sorcerer build. The only problem with the Sorcerer build is it's very summoning based. Like, you want as many... You're summoning a sword, you're summoning... allies, you're relying on magic, basically, almost entirely, which is absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that part. It's just the fact that balance swords are cool, but they can be a pain at the same time. Because of the fact that they can stop. They can just go out of existence. Hey, Kashi. Welcome. I'm actually trying to figure out a way of armoring up this coat at some point. That might be kind of cool to do. Okay, let's get this little side quest handed in, and then we can head on. Oh. Random horse. Well, it looks like it's someone else's. Don't know where the owner is.
business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me
Wound
first.
Cavern has been cleared. I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward.
Cool.
I'll take my leave then.
I won't pick up a bounty this time just because I'm heading straight over to Solitude for a quest. I think I'm gonna have to take the same route. Just ignore Brood Cavern this time and then can keep on. Okay. Okay, do I want to pop in on these? With my lack of decent spells, I'm not sure. I was thinking of possibly knocking over this fort, but the difference between knocking over and getting ass kicked is a bit too tight. But I will. Come on, you. Miss. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, okay. Those animations look like the basic Skyrim animations.
I am master of the arcane.
Oh boy. Oh boy, and that, go away. I wonder if that's a thing. Might have to find rapier then. Or something else.
Cannot even conceive of the power I wield.
What power? Lol. Level 1. Gets one shot. Why am I not surprised?
Hi.
Hey Dante, welcome. Get a flame light spire of this thing. Oh boy. It's always the crazy thing with archery in this game. Having the right arrow type, especially with Valhalla Combat installed, is essential. Oh. Hi. Oh shit. Hmm?
Never should have come here.
Because otherwise you're doing naffle damage when you could be doing amazing damage. Alright. I just want to do a quick test. So I'm going to grab the Abyssal Sword. I just made a modification to a mod where I basically made a dormant version of the Abyssal Blade. Now here's the thing. This thing acts as if it's using a normal one-handed sword moveset. So if I disable that. Which is fine. But then if I switch over to the actual Abyssal Blade, it has its own unique moveset. It looks like it's tied to the enchantment. That is weird. It's either that or it's tied to the name. I can't tell, honestly. I might have to have a look at that at some point. But yeah, the reason I gave myself the Abyssal Sword in the first place is personal preference.
It's probably a keyword.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to just stick with the original. I don't care if somebody thinks that I'm cheating. I'm just going to quite honestly say tough shit. Favored the Alien Sword. It's actually kind of cool because it even has a cool dual wielding moveset. Okay, it's favoring the main hand. Interesting. Oh well. I might tweak the Abyssal Sword's enchantment though, because it's a little bit weird. It has a ton of enchantment power, but that in a lot of ways is a bad thing because you can't fully refill it with like a Grand Soul Gem. It's like 3 or 4 times the capacity of a full Grand Soul Gem, which is a little ridiculous, honestly. Come on. There we go. Whoops. Okay, that was a bit weird. Game just froze up and then
And let's not
attacked.
forget that some perk overhauls have perks that increase the charges.
True. but not quite to the degree that I've seen with the Abyssal Blade. It's got like 2,500 charges or something like that. Bearing in mind you're only supposed to have like around 200 for like a good Grand Soul Gem enchant. Oh, hello. Come on, you. Okay, yeah, I've already been in here. Expert up, great. This will be fun. You know, screw that. Just for the sec.
Yes, Infocreinator has a perk that doubles all the charges on enchanted items and it makes Daedric item infinite charge.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea of Daedric items having infinite charge, personally. Because they're Daedric items, for God's sake. They're not items from Tamriel. They're not your normal enchanted sword. That's Bard. Oh, hello.
Oh look, my Dawnbreaker needs new batteries.
I know, right? That is quite literally the main reason that I hate that kind of enchantment system. Oh look, my super powerful, bearing in mind Adric bow requires souls? I'm sorry, what? That seems a little ridiculous, in my opinion. I thought that Adra are supposed to be the good guys, not the bad guys. You know what? I need to start fucking around here because I need to I need to deliver a letter.
Good is subjective.
True. Yep. So yeah, for those wondering about this character, she is an entirely new character, and I'm actually considering doing an idea that I had where...
Meridia is technically an Adra and her history is colored with slavery.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so what I'm planning on doing with this character is I'm thinking she could go one way or another. One way she becomes a battle mage and a good guy and doesn't join Volkihar. Other way she becomes a warlock and a bad guy. And obviously Volkihar. So yeah, that was the original idea with this character. I currently got her with light armor, but I'm thinking that might change. That will probably change if I decide to go like full-on battle mage. Well, it most likely will. Probably go to like full heavy armor. But here's the thing: I kind of want to keep the coat because I really like it. So I need to figure out a way of armoring it that works for a mage and not like a warrior.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. A letter from Norm. Moving up in the world. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Come on in. I got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Need something? Something different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble. Fate is the name. I keep the inn. Let me know if you want anything. The meals I serve ain't what I'd call a Jarl's feast, but they'll fill your belly.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fine. Get up early in the morning, go up to Solitude and sort things out there. But yeah, trying to figure out how to do these outfits is going to be interesting. And a challenge that I'm more than happy to try out. Because I've got to try and fit things within the confines of the outfit. Rather than tweak the outfit to fit something else. That's kind of my goal. Okay. Fine. Yep, body physics are back. Lol. So yeah, instead of using SMP for body physics now, I'm using CBPC, I think it's called. Because the reason that I actually wanted to use CBPC is because the physics aren't as ridiculous as SMPs can be. I was just like, you know what, I much prefer that. Don't get me wrong, SMP is a fantastic mod, but it's quite prone to just going absolutely berserk and having issues. So I'm just like, I think I'm going to avoid that for the time being.
You can use both. It has a toggle that can switch between them.
I actually reinstalled it and set it up so that I don't have SMP at all. It's purely CBPC for my character. I mean, I can actually go into here and show you. The MCM menu does not exist. So I'm purely using CBPC for that.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rodvir.
Position.
Or you need to go home. Go home and stay there until tomorrow.
Lock the city gate.
You betrayed us.
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. Guess you know now.
All right. Rodvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city. After he murdered
Stupid
Tori,
foggy weather.
by opening that gate for Ulfric, you
Really
betrayed
is
the
annoying
Solitude.
because it just doesn't work properly.
There was no murder.
It just looks terrible.
Challenge story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way.
You there.
Such is
The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Bloody Dawn Guard.
Remember that app I was telling you about, the one that lets you create AI based on characters?
Yes, I remember.
If you change your mind and decide to join the
You
fight,
wouldn't
of course,
shut up about it, I must admit.
Some gate guard you were.
I mean, don't get me wrong. By all means, tell me about these things, but please don't take over the entire chat.
Good riddance to bad Robert's idea.
I fed the AI a bunch of elf personality traits and now I understand why dwarves hate elves.
Oh, really? Get rid of that gate, just simply because it does cause issues and characters will just get stuck and not want to do anything.
Blessings of the eight divines upon you.
Talking to an elf was the most painful and frustrating thing I have ever experienced. Man, elves are racist.
May knowledge of your divinity, huh?
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Ah, yeah, he sells a whole bunch of more restoration based. Solar ray. Oh, that'll be interesting. Oh, fuck it. Why not? Caster and living or undead allies deal 40% more damage. Oh, it's that one! Okay, cool.
Blessed are those who worship, for they know true grace.
I just remembered. I'm a bit of an idiot. What I'm literally doing on this character is I'm doing what I was planning on doing on Oriel, who just so happens to be right here. God damn it. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna swap to the other character. Hmm. It's funny, I'm starting new characters and I'm just going, wait a minute, I have an elf character who is a mage and I haven't finished playing her yet. What am I doing? I have a bad habit of doing that. Oh my god, I literally have like...
I have elf PTSD now.
Yes. That's just rude, dude. Okay. I'm trying to decide now, guys. Do I just continue playing this character and say, and just scrap new characters, or do I try something else? I can't.
Continue.
Continue? Alright, fair enough. Ugh. Oh god, yeah, I need to... It's interesting, I switched between my two chats because I have basically got two chats. I've got one for Restream and one for one for just Twitch. I'm seeing like doubled up messages and I'm just like, that looks like weird. So I'm switching over to the other one. The reason I wasn't using the Restream one is because it keeps coming up with a ready to start chat or something like that. I can't remember the exact message, but it's always sat there right at the beginning. So depending on when I start, it could be like up to an hour of like nothing there apart from this like default debug message, and I'm just like, I don't really want that to be there. That's kind of annoying. So I need to have a look into my Restream chatbot and see if I can disable that message. But anyway. Alright, you're saying continue. Fair enough. Alright, she's ready. Okay, the Aristiel character. I'm still severely tempted to. The main reason that I've been avoiding this character is because I don't really want to play Dawnguard again in such a quick succession, because I played Dawnguard. Now it's a couple of weeks ago, but I still... the problem with my memory is it bounces from completely forgetting things to completely remembering things if I even slightly remind myself. And I really don't want to look like I'm bored shitless on stream because I'm doing Dawnguard yet again. Because, you know, not exactly the best thing to present to my stream. So, the thought... Well, I guess I've got two options. I can either actually play this character and get her through Dawnguard, get her up to the same level as my other characters. Or I can literally do this. Load up Aristiel, who is completely through Dawnguard, and just play her. This is the problem.
Just do some mod quests first.
Do some modded quests first? I could do. Yeah. The thing is, I'd like to do Vigilant at some point, because Vigilant is really fun. But the thing with Vigilant is you really want to be pretty high level to even start doing it, because most of the bosses are like level 40, no. I think some of them are up to like 2 or 3 times your level, if I remember correctly, and I'm just like, holy shit, these things are gonna cream me if I don't prepare well enough for these. But yeah, it's a bit weird. That's one of the reasons why I tend to put Vigilant off until much later on in a playthrough, because it is a lot of very tough fights. And they're not tough because of well, they're tough because of both mechanics and character health, honestly. It's like, I wouldn't want to do Vigilant without Oriel's Bow or Dawnbreaker. You see my point, hopefully. And Unslad only starts after you meet the Greybeards for the first time, so there's also that. The ones that I have... Basically, what I'm trying to say is the modded extra content that I have is like, your character is Dragonborn onwards, kind of thing. And I tend to play with either no Dragonborn, or I'm... Yeah, I don't really tend to play as a Dragonborn very much anymore. You know, there's one thing I want to actually, no. I was going to try something where I got this character that is a battle mage, and I did want to play her at one point, but the thing is, she's pre me removing that Mihail's Undead pack, and that mod just kind of crapped, and well, removing it kind of screwed my game up, so I now basically don't have access to that character. Which is really infuriating. This is my problem at the moment. I'm bouncing between characters so much that I'm going, why the fuck am I even doing this? Alright. I need to pick a character and stick with them. That's the problem. I think that's the problem. And I just haven't done that. Yeah, I'm gonna move Aristiel back to the player home, and then I can hopefully sort things out from there. I did want to get Aristiel through Unslad at some point though. That is something I do want to do. Because I want to see how well she handles it. But this is a different version of Aristiel, it's not the original. Shut up, brain. Stop overthinking everything. I don't have a potion of blood on me. God damn it. Should have picked some up whilst I was in Volkard, shouldn't I? I was in there to talk to Fuhrer, fuck's sake. I think my problem at the moment is I'm overthinking things and I need to just get on with doing something. Oh. Need to wait till night time. Okay, fine.
I normally play with a whole team of followers, so level differences don't matter as much.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't tend to do that personally. Just doesn't. I just don't find it interesting. Yeah. It's weird.
It's fun if you are creative with mods and followers.
That's fair. Yeah, fair enough. So I have to do that every time. Oh well. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's start doing something like that. You know what? Before I do anything else, I know I'm making a new profile. I'm going to slim down my characters because that's one thing that really screws in my head. I have no idea why, actually. That is one thing that I really want to find out why that happens. If I have too many characters, I will bounce between them. And consistently bounce between them. I won't get much, if anything, done. But the reason that I don't tend to make, like, a ton of these profiles is because I will update one profile to be, and then the rest of them will basically get left behind. Actually, no. I just thought gonna change what characters I keep. Rename and nope. I want to keep Ariel and Minerva because I've had this problem in the past where if I have two characters that are too similar, I'll be like, well, what's the fucking point in having both of them on this profile? Before I do that, let's just do it with manage instead, rather than deleting the saves. It'd be a good idea to make sure that I have the copies of them. I was tempted to adjust Ariel, the good guy mage character that I'm playing, because honestly, I'm having a bit of an annoying issue where this is actually physical and in-game, where my character will basically do the equivalent to hitting her head on something, but instead of it, you know, hurting and you dark automatically, yeah, your character gets stuck and you can't go past that point. And that was really irritating me, because here's the thing. I've modified my character in looks menu to be shorter than a normal high elf. Because, you know, that's part of my personal lore for her. She's not as tall as a normal high elf. She is different in her own little way. But I can't reflect that with the actual race data. So I need to find a way of shortening the high elf collision model. Or at least for her. So yeah, Ariel, Minerva, perfect, done, close. Ah, here we go. Collision model and collision and model size. Here we go. Running into issues. Nope, that's not right. Interesting. Okay, fine. There we go. Right, now I have less of a chance of getting distracted. Please note less. Because this is me. Although, to be honest, at least the beginning of Dawn Guard's a bit different with playing as the Dawn Guard instead of the vampire. I might actually give her another one of my other magey outfits. Yeah, I'll do that.
Now I want to make an AI chatbot based off of one of your characters.
Can't really give you a huge amount of information about them because it's all up here. And I have not written down any of it. God damn it, why do I have to fix this every time?
As long as you are willing to take the time.
Yeah, I might try to at some point. Oh, don't want to do that just yet. Yeah, I'll change into my character's underwear outfit for the sec. Oh, which apparently has items from another mod in there. Whoops. Nope. Ditching a bunch of items. Oh, that's a ring of change. Okay. This considered jewelry. Alright, fine. Ditch that. Put the glasses in there too. You know what, fuck it, I'm ditching those into there anyway. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do what I was planning on doing. And then I had a fucking brain go all over the damn place. I'm playing Minerva.
I just need the name, age, measurements, personally, and appearance, and any backstory or powers.
Right.
Want a drink?
Hello.
Welcome to the Bee and Bar, my lady. Could I interest you in one of our special drinks?
What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both? If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
It's 5 AM. Wait a couple hours. I'll tell you what. Give me a moment, Dante, and we'll start doing something like to do with that in a minute. I don't have a huge amount of time to actually do stuff in game, so you know what? We might as well do something towards your little chatbot thing.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. You're welcome in Riften. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
The leader of Rift Watchtower is dead. I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward.
Cool.
You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Used to be inseparable.
So yeah, I'll hand these quests and go down to Falkreath and then we'll... Because I've actually been wanting to get some information about Minerva sorted out for a while.
You can do it when you have time, no rush.
That's right. I actually want to do it, so it's actually giving my brain that kick up the arse that it often needs to, you know, do it. Where the fuck? Ah, there it is.
I just started on a spoiled cake. What's the matter with you? If you'll excuse me, you look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap meat? Thank you. Here, this is for you. Remember, keep this to yourself.
Whatever you say, Roman. I've actually been considering like making Fridays a bit of a later stream rather than starting at the normal 8 o'clock time. I might consider starting at 9 and going on till midnight. I don't want to do it on like all streams, but I might make an exception for Fridays. Maybe I need that would probably be the best way of doing it. There's this app that I found online. Well, it's basically an online hosted program that I'm going to make oh, what do you call it? Basically, I want to try and start making a thought board for this character because it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to. Oh yeah. Bat travel. Custom set location 2. Yeah, because ever since I started using Raven Castle all those years ago, it's really been almost the home for my vampire characters. Gonna use the Princess Tower because technically, actually I'll leave that until I start working on the character background. Alright, so what I'm going to do... Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go store outfit. Oh, don't want to do it like that. Store outfit. I believe it was on 3? Should be on 3. Might have to do a bit of tweaking. Alright, let her animations play through for a sec. Make sure that we got a couple of screenshots. Alright guys and girls, we're going to be coming out of the game for a little bit because we're going to be working on a little something that, as I say, I've wanted to do for a while. Let me see if I can find the goddamn... link. There we go. Fuck it, just send it to my Google Mail. Oh wait a minute, it wasn't Miro, it was... What was the other one? Yeah, fuck it, might as well use it. New board. Oh, fuck off with you damn. And first of all, where the holy hell is the dark mode? Seriously. I've got settings. No. It's not Miro, that's another one that I've used, but I can't remember the bloody name of it. Nope. Oh yeah, let's do D&D. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. We're not dealing with that for tonight. We're gonna make fuck it. Let's use Notepad for the time being. Well, sticky notes for the time being. So, character that we're thinking of. Name, age, height. That'll do for the time being. Minerva slash Minerva of Wayrest. Age. Actually, I need to have a look at something. Here we go. Elder Scrolls era lengths. I thought there was one that just condensed it. No. Ah, here we go. Might have to use a calculator quickly. So, 2920 plus 896 plus 433 plus 201. 4450. There you go. That's everything before, you know. This is everything after, my bad. Like the Merethic era, the Dawn era, and all that lot. This is all the numbered eras. Cool. So now that we know this, you know what? I'll do another one. E1 to E4. Length. 4450 years. Alright, cool. So now we have 4450. Which one would be best to get? Piss off. So here's the thing. A high elf can live for at least, I believe, approximately 1,000 years. So that would mean that if a high elf was, say, let's say 500 years old, they would have been born in the mid, what, third era? Yeah. Fourth era is up to 201 as of Skyrim. Yes, because that's, what, that's 634 years altogether. So it would have been born third era 134. Sorry, 130. Yeah, 134. Thereabouts.
Wow, they're old.
Yeah. Yeah. High elves can live for like a good 1,000+ years. You know what? Give me just a moment. There's some fucking tavern music or something like that that's really nice and simple. There we go, that's better. High elf around 1,000 years. Without the tribunal, what would the oldest dark elves be? Probably around 400 or 500 years? I don't know. Oldest dark. What the fuck? Oh god. 4,000 years? I severely doubt that. Ugh, I need another Pepsi. Give me a moment. May not be the best idea, but I don't care. I don't want to fall asleep while I'm doing this. Ugh.
LOL.
Let's do Elder Scrolls. Average Dark Elf age. So, Elder Scrolls Lord. Dark Elves, also known as Dunmer, typically live for 200 to 300 years. So let's just say...
Talk about being as old as dirt.
I know, right? Let's say 275. Yeah, I'm going to update my title, and we're going to call this Elder Scrolls lore Nerdery. There we go. So it's now been updated. Wood Elf. Around 200 years. Wow. It's considerably shorter than I expected. I thought that'd be closer to High Elves. I have to admit. Now, humans, let's be honest, are going to be normal human lifespan, so what I'm counting as human is Nord, Redguard, Breton, Imperial. I'm thinking... I'm not going to look it up just because it's 4 races. 4 technically separate races. They're all bloody human, if you really want to think about it that way. Let's just say, I don't know, 85 years. Alright. I kind of want to do one for Khajiit. Let's see. How long did Khajiit live? It's entirely conjecture, but I'd say something up to 250. Yeah, they're agreeing on something around 250. Okay, cool. Good to know. Khajiit.
Humans have it rough.
That's a big that's a big difference. On average, they live to 75, but living to 200 isn't unattainable. I'm sorry, what? That's pretty sick, I must admit. I like that. Lucky scaly buggers. So I'm going to say 150 on an average. Argonian. Oh, shit. And of course, Orc. Can't forget the boys in green. And girls. Oh, orcs are as cucked as humans. Oh, that's funny. Ah, poor buggers. They live probably to a max of 80, yet most choose to die honorably during their 40s. So what are we going to say there, guys? Like 55, 60? if you include, you know, the honourable stuff. I think we might have to say 55-60 kind of area. Bearing in mind this is averaging it out. I'm gonna be generous. I'll say 55 to 75. All right, so that's me being generous. Sorry, suckers. Actually, I gotta know. 100? Wow. It's more likely the Bretons live longer than their fully human counterparts. It's speculated that since Tiber Septim was born from Alcaire, or Alcaire, I don't know, he was probably a Breton. Tiber Septim lived to be at just over 100 years old. Okay, fair enough then.
Life sucks for humans and orcs.
I know, right? Alright, so we have 4450 years for the entirety of the eras. You know what? Fuck it. Let's use this. And I'm going to put this over here. Drag that there. Grab that one. So that's our Minerva 1 up there. E1. So, obviously, E2, E3, E4. Bearing in mind, as I said earlier, not including the Merethic. Or even the Dawn. So, first era, 29-20 years. Second era, 896 years. Look at the difference already. $433 for the third era. This is the problem with having elves ruling. The era doesn't change for fucking ages. And fourth era, 201 years. And I'm going to put in brackets so far. Alright, there we go. So we've now got... Unfortunately, I can't increase the font size. I'd like to. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to fucking WordPad. Or Notepad. Let's see WordPad. Bloody white horrible mode, go away. Let's do 18 point. Really? There's no dark mode for WordPad. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not using WordPad. Windows, Notepad, ++, because it has a dark mode. I'm not petty. Shut up. Oh god. Alright, fine. Wait, what? I can't change the font size? That's bullshit. Edit. Anyway. Oh, that works. Just zoom in. Right. So what I've said in the past for whenever I've created my characters is, at least for my vampire characters, they are like full-on ancient vampires. Like, and when I talk about ancient, I'm talking like 1,000+ years easily. I think at one point I said, like, my original vampire mage, Catherine, was supposed to be around 1,700 years old. Technically, in some ways, that doesn't really work, especially if you think of game systems. Although there are, of course, ways to rationalize why a vampire mage of that age would not have any abilities at the beginning of the game. Either just forgetting because they've been, like, cooped up in a tomb for a large chunk of that time. You could do that. Some other bullshit reason, usually. So if I was going to go for what my original plan for Minerva's age which is about approximately 1600, that would put her so if I do 4450 minus, let's do 1600, 2850. So that would put us firmly in the middle of Era 1. And then exact dates after that, I must admit, I have genuinely just fudged the numbers and just said, it's about this point. Usually, whenever I've made new characters, I've not given them my birth date, but something similar, something around that point. This is thinking that dates in Elder Scrolls work the same as they do in the real world. 31 days a month, aside from a couple of stragglers. So, if I was going to say that Minerva was 1600, that would mean that she was born 1E 2850. Ish. We're going to use ish because, you know, that's just how it works. So let's just make a random guess with, like, some of the characters in Skyrim. If we were to guess that... Oh, God. Irileth, for an example, is a dark elf. She's probably what? What do you guys think? How old do you... how far through her life do you think Irileth is? Bearing in mind this is Jarl Balgruuf's head guard. I'm willing to bet... that she might be maybe a third of the way through her life. Is my best guess. What do you guys think? Dante? Any ideas? Oh, shit. Sorry. Calculate. Move that down there.
Idk.
You don't know. Fair enough. But if you were to put a guess to it, bearing in mind, I don't care if it's a wild guess or not. That's entirely up to you. I'd guess that... I'm going to guess that she's about approximately a third of the way through her life. So... what we've got here for Dark Elves is 275 years. So if we do, say... we do 275... what would it be? Divided by 0.66? Divided by 0.66... Nope, that doesn't work. 275. Oh, I'd need. Whoops. Hey, look, it's a small guy. Cute. Let's go for scientific. Nope. Graphic. No. Programmer. No. Fuck it, I'm just going to stick with standard. So she, which I, bearing in mind, mental maths not brilliant and calculators not doing what I want it to do. My best guess is should be something around 85, if we're thinking of a third. Ish.
Just use ChatGPT or GROK3.
That's true. Or I could use Copilot. Fuck off. I actually have used Copilot on my computer. It's not terrible, honestly. Alright.
Any one of them should be helpful.
Third of 275. $91.67. All right, copy that. So we're looking at 91, 92-ish years. Shit. And that's basically having a third of a Dark Elf life. That was the kind of guess that I made. God, what? Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to do this one as the Minerva information. I'm not sure if I want to stick with the original age, because 1600 seems a bit old. It seems really freaking old. Bearing in mind, if you started at E10 or E11, the max maximum age you could become if you started, like, literally right at the very beginning of the first era is 4,450 years. So that Dark Elf that it said... let's do Dark Elf again. Yeah, that Dark Elf that it said that was about 4,000 years old would have been born in E1 450, thereabouts. Actually, fuck it. I'm just going to stick with the 1600. Just because I can't be fagged to deal with the extra bullshit. Okay, so... And then I do a...
Or you could start at the exact date of Skyrim in-game when it starts, then work backwards to find an age you like for her.
That's true. I'm going to say 5'4" for height, so... Whatever the fuck that is in... centimeters? 5 foot 4 inch. So 162.5 centimeters. There you go. I don't deal with centimeters because I like freedom units. My dad grew up using feet and inches, so I got taught feet and inches. So I'm kind of biased, honestly. It's personal. It's a personal thing. Tell you what, let me have a look at my note list, because I did do a little bit of things. Here we go. Let's do notes. Oh shit. Oh fuck my life. Really? Am I gonna have to do this? I'm gonna have to format this. Oh, never mind. I got the age wrong. I've already written it down. Lol, idiot. Born late first error. Here we go. If I just shrink this back out again. If you guys can't see it, tell me. I will bring it back in. So if I do 4450 minus, what was it, 1531 equals 2919, which means, oh, literally the second to last year of the first era. Can't make that shit up. Born in E1 2919 at some point.
I can't even imagine be that old.
What's the June equivalent? I can't remember. Elder Scrolls. Equivalent. of June. Mid-year. Each month the temporal is corresponding constellation, and mid-year is associated with the steed. Sick! E1 2019. There we go. So yeah, by my notes here, technically, Minerva is not my character Catherine's daughter. She was turned by Catherine, but the entire point of this blurb here is she was turned by her like a couple hundred years after Catherine was originally turned herself. Family. Let's do blood. Oh, fuck. Vampire. There you go. That is most of my basic starting information for this character. I could put there we go. I must admit, when I put Minerva of Wayrest as her name, I had an idea for the name, which was Minerva, obviously. And then I was just like, you know what? Where does she come from? So I had a bit of a think. And I looked up cities in High Rock. Home. Oh yeah, home. Wayrest. High Rock. There we go. So I thought, you know what? Maybe she's from Wayrest, which if I remember correctly, I think it's a port city. I can't remember. I'd have to double check. I need to use an AI at some point to try and realize what Wayrest would look like. I kind of want to do that. I mean, it probably won't be tonight, but I might do it as like a thing on Sunday. If I'm not doing something else. So yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in exploring this idea. I guess it depends on the vampire, honestly. But if a vampire was to consider their spawn their children, I mean, obviously, our current main, how do we describe this? Main Elder Scrolls source for like a, for someone being someone else's spawn is, well, Harkon is technically your vampire spawn father of the player character if they decide to join Volkihar. Which I'll just let that settle in and, you know, muddle in your head. Which is more than a tad fucking scary. Oh. So yeah, Harkon is Vampire Lord and if you think about it, how long has the Empire existed in Elder Scrolls? How long?
LOL, it's incest.
Has the Empire lasted in Sky. Here we go. It began in the Second Era, 896. So if we refer back to our cheat sheet, yeah. So the Empire, the Septim Empire, has only been around for 634 years. There we go. What's it? 634.
If Harkon is your father, that makes Serena your sister.
Yep.
And if Serena turns you, you're her son or daughter, LOL.
I kind of love that in some ways. I'll tell you what, to make the hornies, the people who have the hots for question, it's considerably. So if you think about it, Serana says Empire, what Empire, when you first meet her?
All roads lead to incest, LOL.
I know, right? Oh, that's a thought. Serana. Empire, what? Which means that she has been in that tomb in dim for fuck. Yeah. Serana had been in Dim Hollow for 634 years. Oh, I can't bold it. Damn. Oh well. There's no word editing capabilities in this. It's much more designed for coding. But oh well. Yeah. Bearing in mind, she was probably in there before Tiber Septim's reign entirely. So, if we say that Tiber Septim was about, I don't know, mid-40s when he became emperor,
She's basically older than several generations of you grandparents.
Yep. Which means that we can extrapolate that Serana is... I'm going to be generous here. Serana, possible age. I'm willing to bet that she's between 850 and 1,000. That's me being generous, honestly. I'd be willing to bet that she's somewhere between 850 and 1,000 years old. Although... Wait a minute. When did the Night of Tears happen? Oh, the shit. Okay, so Night of Tears happened in the Merethic era, which is 4,500 years ago, according to Skyrim.
She's still hot though, so no vampire incest logic is going to stop modders.
I know, right? Okay, when did the Aku... When did the Akaviri come to Skyrim? Because if you do not mod Skyrim and you look at Harkon's sword, what does it remind you of? Any guesses? Is it possibly a katana? And who in Elder Scrolls lore uses a katana?
Japan.
Oh, you can think of the Akaviri as almost the Japanese, I guess, if you want to. But yeah.
Harlan equals weebs.
Love it. If you think about it, so basically the Akaviri came to Skyrim during the first era, 1E to 2703. So at least if we're going by Minerva's age and Minerva's lore that I've come up with, that's 200 years before she was born. Crap. Or approximately one Khajiit lifetime. And then you look at Harkon's sword. It's not exactly in the best condition, is it? It looks kind of rusty and old and not exactly nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a badass fucking sword, but still. Which basically means that either Harkon owns it as like a collector's item and he's bought it off of some sort of trader, or there is the distinct possibility that Harkon and Serana, not sure if I could include Valerica because, you know, different family, blah blah blah, unless they are practicing some very dark and dangerous and creepy things. Basically, what I'm saying is Harkon and Serana could be descendants from Akaviri. Actually, I don't know if it's ever... How old is Harkon in Elder? Is ancient, likely over 4,000 years old. Which means that blows my idea of Serana's age completely out of the water. It's more than likely that she's closer to something like 2,000 or 3,000 years old. Holy fuck. Fine. How old is Serana in 5? You ready for this, Dante? Are you ready?
She's still hot though, so.
Are you ready to see just how old, let's be honest, most of Skyrim's player base's waifu is? Potentially potentially 4,000 plus years old. I don't know how lore-friendly the writing of Serana dialogue add-on is. But if you go by what Serana says using the Serana dialogue add-on mod, she remembers chunks of her childhood pre-vampirism. And her parents being mortal. Oops. $4,000 plus. Holy shit. Oh my god. Which means that her birth date is approximately I'm gonna say 150 to 400. Oh, sorry. Here we go. somewhere, I would say somewhere in the range of 150 to 400 E1. Bearing in mind, this is some serious extrapolation. This is pure guesswork. So, let's be honest. Most of Skyrim's player base, this is waifu, is somewhere in the realms of 4,000 to 4,300 years old. Talk about ancestor worship. Yeah. That's fucking insane.
And she still got it.
And she still got it. Yeah, very true. So technically, the more realistic and more worn-looking character replacers that you have for Skyrim, like Circuit's version and some of the more realistic ones, they're probably closer to what she should technically look like. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Fine, fuck you. Generate a picture. There we go. Best way to give it in the middle finger. Oh, fuck off, really? Yeah, grumpy bastard. Come on, you. Alright, fine. It made... Honestly, not a bad one. I don't mind that one at all. Fuck it, I'm going to try it again. Let's see what it comes up with this time. I didn't download that first one. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. Oh damn, it comes up with something even hotter. What the fuck? So this is what Copilot thinks that Serana should look like. Any thoughts?
Even the AI thinks she's hot.
Ain't that the truth? Holy fuck. I'm gonna put this in my friend's Discord server. Fine. There we go. It's up in my friend's Discord server. Alright, it's gonna go. I'm gonna bung it in my Discord in off topic. There we go. You know what? I've got a copy of her now. I'm gonna try again. Just simply because I want to see what it comes up with. Oh. Fuck you. I know you are a grumpy bastard when you want to be. Oh, Copilot is being a grumpy git. Fine. Let's try that again. Oh, wait, retard. Come on. Generate. Copilot is a buzzkill. Fine. Let's do generate a female vampire. There we go. Can we give it a middle finger? Oh, you're joking me. Generate a picture of oh shit. I actually want to see if this actually is going to work or whether it's just going to keep giving me the middle finger. Sometimes you just have to give it the middle finger and just paste it in multiple times over. Nope, Copilot is going to be a grumpy git. Fuck it. Let's go on my Twitter. Grok. Shit. Should have changed it to on, but oh well. I don't know about you guys, but I like Copilot's version. I mean, that was not bad. Oh, wait a minute. I'm saying based on instead of inspired by. Maybe I should change it to inspired by. I gotta admit, this one literally looks like a red-eyed Celine from Underworld. Which, if you haven't seen Underworld, fucking awesome film series. I will highly recommend it to anybody. Fine. Fuck you, Grok. Let's try this. That one looks better. Cool. Alright, good to know. Alright, folks, I think I'm actually going to do some more work on this thing. This bit that you're seeing just above me. On my own at some point. I don't really have much more information on this character at the moment, just simply because I've never really thought about it in depth. Oh yeah. Vampire rank. Regent. That's what I made her. So, region, at least the way that I like to describe it, is like one step down from the queen. Like, if queen is here, region is literally directly below. So, literally the only person that she reports to is the queen, or Catherine in this case. Let's do that. Cool. This is gonna go into fuck off into my documents. I'm just gonna save it there. Cool. We're gonna do a bit more of this. Well, I'm gonna do a bit more of this on my own at some point. Bearing in mind, as I say, I haven't really thought a huge amount about it. I will let you guys know if, as and when I do some more to it, because I do feel like it'd be fun to keep you guys in on the loop. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys and girls. So thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to follow if you haven't already over on Twitch, like and subscribe and all that lovely stuff over on YouTube. And I will see you fine folks on Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do on Sunday. I'm actually thinking I might just go back to World of Warcraft Hardcore, because I think it might be fun, honestly. I don't know what character I'm going to do. I don't know whether I'm going to continue with the Hunter or whether I'm going to make a new character. But I will let you guys know. So yeah, until Sunday, folks. Good night. Stay safe. Have fun. I'll see you soon. Bye.